Your voice is pretty slow, man.
Just a moment, sir. I'm putting earphones.
Raj, are you able to hear Altaf?
No.
Yeah,
Altaf?
sir, I'm putting earphones. Just a moment. Yes, sir. Tell me. I can hear you. Hello.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Tell me, sir.
Great. Okay. Now, let me know about your profile first, so that based on that we will continue our discussion. Okay. So, what kind of like in end user, what role module or what role area you have worked on, and what kind of understanding you have?
Sir, I'll tell you where did I work. I worked with DuPont. I was in.
Altaf, I'm not able to hear you clearly.
Okay, just a moment. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but your voice is pretty slow. Can you check? Are you using your like headphone and all?
Yeah, I mean just a moment. I'm just controlling.
Can you try without headphone?
Just a moment, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yep. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So, sir, I worked with DuPont. I was a HR, I worked in HR shared services as a HR specialist.
Okay.
Yeah. So my daily activities were I was involved in all the HR transactions, which is right from recruiting, creating requisitions, and creating positions, and transfers, promotions, separations, everything. I mean, I was involved in all these transactional activities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, you worked on staffing, right?
Yeah, staffing, and it's kind of data management, everything like.
Okay. So, well, now what experience you are showing? Like you have exposure in Workday Waterfall module you were showing.
No, I'm saying that I worked as an HCM consultant, and I'm told them that I have exposure of payroll, absence management, and time tracking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So far, it's good. Okay. So what? Okay. So what happened is, so do you have any idea about the time tracking, absence, and payroll in Workday?
No, sir, I did not have idea because when I was working, these modules did not launch on our Workday. But I've seen couple of videos which says which shows how it works actually.
Okay. So
And
now what is your expectation from me? Like you want me to show you absence, time tracking, how it works, and what all things we have to configure, all the stuff.
yeah, exactly. And also just the basic thing is that is there. And also what's the actual role of a functional consultant? I mean, as soon as he gets into the industry, I mean, what's his responsibilities as a beginner, like on his first day, what are his roles actually, like responsibilities? And while working on a project, what are the challenges did he face and how did he solve it, like in a test environment?
Fine, fine. So you're definitely not showing an implementation exposure, right? Or you are
I
showing
mean,
an implementation exposure.
I've told them that I worked on 2 implementations, which is like I didn't say they're actually looking for a person who has at least 1 year, one implementation experience. But that too,
That's true. But the thing is here, my dear friend, in Workday, what happened until and unless you are certified, you will be not authorized to work on any implementation.
Oh yes, sir. That's what I was
Okay,
wondering.
so what you do
But
is whenever you
these
go
guys asked me,
for
just 1 year.
yeah,
Sorry to
that's fine,
interrupt,
that's
sir.
fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is now what I just wanted to tell you. So later on, it's not happen like that. Okay, you tell them I have worked on implementation, and then they realize okay, implementation without certification you cannot work. So it's a fake
Oh yeah.
experience and all, and then entire your effort gone into drain.
Oh yeah, I
That
got it.
I don't want it.
So
Okay.
what I can tell them is I worked as a support or something like that, right?
Yeah,
I
no,
can.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what you say. You whatever you have said is fine, but you have to little twist it. So what you have to do is you have to tell them, okay, yeah, I
Okay.
have worked on implementation as the company was implementing, right? Because
Yeah.
you with that end user company, the
Yeah.
partner,
Yeah, I'm the end user company.
partner company with a client company. They
Yeah,
have
I mean,
implemented, right? So in
yeah,
your company, when there was implementation, there was some other partner or some other partner was implementing whatever the company is. It's Deloitte, Accenture, IBM,
yeah.
XYZ.
Deloitte did it.
Okay, so Deloitte was implementing it, and I was the part of that core team. So as you and you front end, like you tell them that as per the Workday norms, like this is a Workday globalization policy. Like without certification, you cannot work on implementation. But as I was with the client company, so I was the part of it, and each and every areas, like what all areas you are having strength, you are going to tell them like I having expertise in staffing, like creating organizations, then positions, job requisitions, different business process to hire them and propose compensation and all those business process, then time tracking, absence. So in these configuration, that implementation when it was going on, I was the part of that core team, and I have did some activity also. So I
Yeah,
have throughout knowledge of it.
yeah,
Fine.
exactly. Yeah, sounds good, sir.
That you have to say.
Okay,
Now, let us go through basic stuff first. So what we have in Workday and what is the role of a consultant? So there are two kind of projects we have. Okay, no matter in Workday, in every technology, we have two kind of projects.
okay,
One, we call them implementation project. Another, we have support maintenance projects.
okay.
Okay,
Two kinds of. Can I write it down, or is it okay?
sorry.
Can I write it down if you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind?
go ahead, no problem.
There are two kinds of projects: support.
One is support and maintenance.
Just a moment, sir. I'm just taking my notes. So one is two types of projects. Okay, one is support and maintenance, and the other one is
Implementation.
okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what happened now? What is the role in support and maintenance? Our role as a consultant, and what will be the role in implementation? So
Okay.
what happened is, let me share my screen. Okay,
Yeah, please.
let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Just a moment, sir. Yeah, I'm able to see your notepad.
Okay, so what happened now in support?
Okay.
This is we call support and maintenance.
Yeah.
Support and maintenance, what we have is, as a consultant, day-to-day issues, the first thing, what day-to-day issues business is facing. Okay, now let us take, I'm the end user and you are the consultant. You are supporting my tenant. Okay, so my system is already live. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Deloitte implemented, once it's
Yeah.
already live. So we are working on Workday right now.
Yeah.
Now, during I'm just going to create a job acquisition. I'm facing some issue to create it, some error, critical error, or some warning. I'm getting it, so I'm not able to create that. It got me blocked somewhere. I'm getting road blockage. I'm not going to go ahead. So what
Yeah.
I'll do? Definitely, the end users are not experts on Workday.
Yes, exactly.
So what they do is they create a ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we do is, so let me first tell you. So they created tickets. Those
Yes.
tickets. So why they created ticket? Because there will be a third party who is maintaining it. Now let us take Deloitte implemented for a company called ABCD.
Okay.
Okay. Now Deloitte or some other company is supporting that business. Let us take
Okay.
Deloitte only supporting. So
Yeah.
Deloitte
Yeah.
implemented for the company ABCD.
Okay.
Now Deloitte is supporting that. Okay, so this
Yeah.
project our other call is AMS project. This is again called AMS project.
Okay.
Okay,
What is the full form of AMS, sir?
hold on. Here when they do it, it's a um, implementation. So Deloitte
Okay.
implemented for ABCD. Once
Okay.
is live, then Deloitte supporting it.
Yes.
Supporting it for, so again, AMS is maintenance and support.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is annual maintenance and support. Average, like it's continue for like years and years. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So normally AMS projects are long-term projects. Implementations are maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, based on the total client volume and how many implementation, what role content involved. Based on that implementation timeline take place. Okay. An AMS project, you are supporting an existing client, which can be 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Okay. So minimum it can be 3 years, maximum 5 years, and every 3 years or every 5 years it will get renewed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Now, what happened now? Let us take, I'm working for ABCD. Now,
Okay.
ABCD company, while I'm creating a job requisition, I faced an issue. What I'll do is, do I directly contact Deloitte people? How I'll get to know as a simple user, I will not have access to, or I will not know about all the people they're working in Deloitte, right?
Yes, exactly.
And everyone randomly, if they contact Deloitte people and say, hey, I'm facing this issue, look into it. Hey, facing this issue, look into it, then it will be problematic.
Yes,
Okay, there
exactly.
won't be any tracking or there won't be any like improvements, and it will be haphazard system. So what they do is, for that, we use ticketing tool.
Okay. Ticketing tool. Yeah.
Here comes ticketing tools. Now,
Okay.
the ticketing tools can be many. It can be Iris. Make a note of this,
Yeah,
because
I'm making.
they ask you, you should have to tell, okay, I have used these tools, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
So
making note of it actually.
it can be Iris, it can be Maximo, it
Okay.
can be Salesforce.
Salesforce. Yeah, we use Salesforce. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, so better you say Salesforce only.
Yeah.
So the ticketing tool was Salesforce. So what
Okay.
happened? The client, whenever they face an issue, they create a ticket in Salesforce. How they create a ticket? There will be one L1 team. There will be one dedicated team. We call them L1 team.
Okay.
Anything, the company specific, the different company, they name it differently. You can say that there was a L1 team. Okay.
Okay.
The L1 team was responsible for Salesforce ticket.
Okay. Yeah.
So they was responsible to create Salesforce tickets
Yeah.
and Salesforce. So whenever, let us take, I'm an end user, I'm facing some issue. What I'll do is I will send an email to L1 team. Okay, there will be definitely one email group or something. I will
Yeah.
send them an email. Hey, just give me 1 minute, huh?
Sure. Sure. No problem, sir.
Yeah, sorry. So what
Yes.
happened? Okay.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Yeah, Altaf, are you there?
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can't see the notepad now.
Okay. Let me know if you're able to see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So what happened? The L1 team, so whenever client facing an issue, let us take, I am the end user, I'm facing an issue, I will send an email to L1 team saying that, hey, this is the issue I'm facing. So please create a ticket. definitely I will be providing with the screenshot and other details
Yeah, all the
to
attachments and all these things.
attachments and all. So what L1 team will do, they will create a ticket in Salesforce and then they will send an email to Workday team.
That is Workday maintenance team or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened whenever it will assign to a Workday team? Now, definitely there will be team structure in Workday. Someone will be the team lead, and he will be having some group of people working in that
Yeah.
team. So he will subsequently assign based on the who taking care of which module. He will assign that ticket to the respective person.
Yeah. Exactly. Got it.
Then that person will look into it, that ticket.
Okay.
Now, what happened? When it assigned to the team, every company has their own SLA,
Yeah, that is service level agreement.
service level agreement. So what
Yeah.
happened? There are different kind of tickets. We have P1, we have P2, we
Okay.
have P3, okay?
Okay.
Then can be P4 as well. Okay,
Okay.
so this is again depends on the client and the company how they want to process it and what they want to call it. Okay,
Okay.
like in my company right now, what we have it with for that client, we have like critical, high,
Yeah.
medium, low.
Yeah, like priorities,
These are the
severity,
priorities. Now,
severity and
each
so.
and every priority have their own SLA timing.
Yeah.
There are two kind of timing. One is response,
Okay.
another is resolution.
Okay.
So if the ticket is assigned to me, let us take just now I got a ticket assigned to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is first we will look into the ticket and we will respond to the
Yeah.
client.
Yeah.
So what will respond? Hey, we are looking into your issue and we'll update you after details analysis or something. We'll write down, we'll respond to the client. Subsequently, we'll go to the Salesforce and we will change the status and we will add that comment, what we have sent to the client, we will add that comment into the Salesforce ticketing tool.
Okay.
Okay, that means the ticket has been responded. So client will get to know, okay, hey, my ticket has been created and it's going to address now. Someone is looking into it.
Yes, got it.
Fine.
So do
That
we
is
change
that's
the status as in progress or something like that, right?
yeah. So that's the
Okay.
reason we say it's a response. Like client has to know, right? Okay, my ticket has been it is now working by someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Now resolution is now definitely I will work into that. It
Yeah.
requires little time to work into that, and then once I put the solution, hey, do this way and that way. These all are the mistake you are doing it. So do this way, it will give you the result. That is a resolution, and then you can close the ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened in AMS project? Let us take, we got a ticket, we have responded. Then during our resolution, we get to know there is some problem into the production tenant, some configuration error that need to
Yeah.
be fixed. Then what
Okay.
happens? Okay. So why we call it maintenance and support? If it is normally like a process mistake or the user is doing like they are putting some
Yeah.
wrong data into it, they are doing
Yeah.
some process mistake, then it is a support. You just tell them do this way, then it will work fine.
Yeah.
Fine. There is no production change needed.
Yeah. Got it.
But if the change is needed into prod, then what happens? We cannot do through this ticket. So what we'll suggest in such case, we'll suggest client to create a CR, change request.
Okay. Yeah.
The change request means we have to do changes in prod.
Yeah.
When I say prod, it's a production tenant.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Definitely we're going to close this ticket and we will create a new change request. We'll ask client to create a new change request and we will do that. Now change request has their own different processes. It has to be then solution, then it has to go through an approval, and then definitely it has to be approved by the client because it costs money, right?
Yeah.
Each changes
Yeah.
you put into prod, it costs money.
Yeah.
So it has to be approved by the client. The budget has been approved. Now this will be based on how many days, how many hours, how many consultant involved in this change, because that will be actual billing. So based on that, client will approve it. Once it's approved, then we'll do the changes in sandbox. Then it has to go through an UAT and then it will move to production.
Okay. Yeah. So, sir, when we make the changes, how does it change? It changes in sandbox. I mean, we test in sandbox, right?
Yeah. So what we'll do is first we do the changes in sandbox.
Okay.
Okay. Then as if I am doing some changes into, so let us take, I'm the process owner for any change request. What I'll do is first I'll do that changes in a sandbox.
Yeah.
Then I will test it.
Yeah.
Okay. That is we call like functional testing and all.
Yeah.
We'll test it. That is called unit testing.
Unit test. Okay, got it.
Unit testing. That is done by the consultant only.
Okay.
Okay. Now, once it's done in unit test, then we will say client to do the UAT.
Okay. So when we say unit testing, are we selecting some particular unit? Let's say, I mean, what is exactly
Unit testing means we do scenario based.
scenario based? Okay.
Okay. Now let us say someone is not able to do a job requisition,
Yeah.
maybe or not able to hire someone, maybe local termination reason is required to hire and manager is not able to select the local termination reason. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
That
I
came
got it.
as an issue. Okay. When I'm hiring someone, I'm not able to select local termination reason. So please help. That
Yeah.
may become as a ticket P4, lower priority ticket. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we check that, okay, in production, like in tenant, local termination reasons are not checked for the managers. That's the reason manager is not able to select it. So obviously it's required changes in the system. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we create a change request. Now what happened as when I'm doing that, I will create in sandbox, then I will check as I will start proxy as that manager, and then I will check, okay, I'm able to select it or not.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm able to select. So this is a scenario based. Normally we do in unit testing.
Okay.
Then we ask client, hey, do the UAT. UAT is user acceptance
Yeah.
testing.
User acceptance testing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like,
UAT will be done by the client. So they
yeah.
will do it. Once the UAT is done, the client say, hey, it's done and it's successful. Okay, now you move the changes into prod. Client will say. Then what happened? We will move the changes into production tenant.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
After UAT approval, so UAT approval we will get from the client, and then we will move into prod.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this production move, it can be every day, it can be some specific day. Depends on the client. So some clients,
Okay.
they say, no problem, you can move it anytime. I don't want to hamper my business. Some clients say, no. We need only on Friday or
or
some
Friday.
specific day.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is depends. So this is the process of AMS project or support maintenance.
Okay.
Fine. Now, what is the implementation project then? So far you have written all the stuff?
Yes, I've written it.
Okay. Now, implementation project. So what we do in implementation actually, okay, so what we do in implementation actually, implementation project where the tenant are non-set up, like client is using some other system, maybe not Workday, and or maybe without any system. Now they want to use Workday.
Okay.
Okay. So if they wanted to use Workday, obviously that has to be implemented. So the fresh, you are creating a tenant or creating the client. Okay. So that is implementation. AMS, what happened? The client is already using Workday. And in implementation, client is not using Workday. Now they're going to use Workday. So whatever things they are using right now, okay, everything you have to put it into Workday. So that is the fresh implementation.
Okay. So can you repeat it? Sorry, if you don't mind, I was actually.
Yeah. So let us take Google. So Google is now using SAP.
Okay.
As their in-house HRMS. Okay.
Yes.
Now they want to use Workday.
Okay.
So obviously you have to implement, you have to configure everything into Workday tenant, right? So that is we call implementation, where it will be from another system to Workday system. So everything you have to configure as per the client requirement, and then you have to process it.
Yeah. Got
Now,
it.
in implementation, there are many steps and stages. Okay. So what happened in implementation? Implementation project. Here, what you do? Freshly, you will implement for the client. Okay.
Yes.
So let us take, we both working in a single company.
Okay.
Okay. And we wanted to implement in Google. Now bidding and other stuff are done. Now our company got the project. Now we have to implement it. Now, if we both are responsible for it, what to do? How are we going to implement it? First, we have to get the requirement, right?
Yeah.
So the first stage called project preparation. You can write it
Okay.
down. First stage is project preparation.
Okay. Project preparation. Yeah.
So what we do in project preparation, we both will go to the client location.
Okay.
We will interact with the client. Definitely their top management, what they want, how they want that implementation, what their current system is look like, what all things they have into the system. Okay. As you said, like your company, when you worked, they were not having that time tracking, absence, and payroll into Workday.
Yes,
That
exactly.
means Deloitte they implemented except those 3 modules, rest all modules like normal HR, their positions and all the stuff they have implemented. So how they will get to know what all things need to implement? So they will interact with the client. They will interact with each and every employee of the HR department. So they will get to know what all things they are doing, what all process they have, what is the policy they have in the company, to know the company more better way. Because until unless you know the company, you know the processes and the policies, you cannot implement it.
Yes. It's like requirements gathering, right?
So that is we call requirement gathering. That is the first step of implementation is project preparation.
Okay.
Okay. And what happened now, whenever we go for a project preparation or those stage, okay, implementation, now let us take the end users. They're using SAP. So they are familiar with the SAP. Maybe they have using SAP from last 5 years or 10 years or more than that. So they are familiar with it. But the new technology work that they don't know anything about it. So when we implement, when we configure, someone has to do the UAT, right? The UAT has to be done by the client only. So client simultaneously has to be educated on the technology.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So what we do is we do workshops.
Okay.
In workshops, we know about the client and we let them know about the technology. We train them on the technology. These training are very minimum training. Like, for example, you are working on hiring. In client
Okay.
end, you are responsible for hiring, right? So we
Yeah.
teach you how to hire in Workday. And we'll tell you do hiring every day, 20 hires you do in Workday.
Okay. Got it.
To practice purpose, so that you are familiar with the process. So whenever I will configure and actually it comes to you for UAT, you can do the smooth UAT.
Yeah.
Right?
Got it. Yeah.
So that is the first stage called project preparation. Now the second stage comes business blueprint.
Okay.
Business blueprint.
Okay. Business blueprint.
Now in business blueprint, what happened? Now we get to know about the client, what all things they want to implement. Verbally, we know everything, but it has to be written somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So client will provide you a blueprint. In
Okay.
that blueprint, it will be mentioned like what are all things, what are all module they want to implement, and each module, what are all things they want to implement. Let us take absence. Now clients say, I want to implement absence, and these all should be time off, these all should be leave. Employee should avail only for this location, employee should have only this leave, for that location, employee should have only this leave. Okay, like absence and time off and leave. So definitely there, everyone will not have the same, like location wise, position wise, it will be vary. So they will give you all those stuff in written.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is called business blueprint. Now
Okay.
these business blueprint, what client going to give us, that is called as is blueprint.
Okay.
Now as is blueprint is full descriptive. they will just simply, they will give you their HR policies and leave policy, HR policy, payroll policy, all those policies they will give you.
Okay.
So like for example, for one time off, they will give you a policy which is having like 20 pages. Maybe you have to create only one time off. It's 20 pages. It's very difficult to understand and then work on it for a consultant.
Yes.
So what we'll do, we make that blueprint as 2B blueprint. As is blueprint, we convert into 2B blueprint. 2B is the technical blueprint.
Okay.
It's done by the consultant only. Now in this stage, all these stage from client, from the implementers, it goes all the senior consultant or the solution specialist. They do this. Okay.
So the senior consultant or
solution specialist and all.
Okay, they do the 2B blueprint, right?
Yeah, all those stuff. Even the project preparation stage, they do. These all are the SMEs actually. Okay, they do the project preparation stage. Then they only do. Hey, just a minute. I'm getting one call.
Sure.
Hello. हाँ जी बोलिए. Okay, so what happened, all these stages, the principal consultant or the SMEs, they go because they take those project preparation stage, then they get that blueprint, they only convert into the 2B blueprint. So that whenever we as a consultant, we go and work into it, for us, it's life become easy. We see that what exactly we need to require and need to create, and we create them into the tenant. Fine.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So 2B blueprint is purely technical blueprint. So the 20 pages leave policy, they will convert into half pages or 1 page. And they will say what should be the leave policy name, who all are eligible, what all country will be eligible, for how many they should get, what all proportionately, what all value they will get, all those stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Very, very technicality into it.
Okay, got it.
And it has to be signed by both the client and the company. If anything which is not possible in Workday or the technology, it also very clearly mentioned in the 2B blueprint that this is not provided by the technology or the Workday. So we're not going to do it this way. We will do some other way around, or we will not do it.
Okay.
Specifically, it will be mentioned and it will be signed, because later on what happened, clients say, hey, I said these things are needed, but this is not there. You should have told me before only, it's not. All those confusion. So that's the reason it's 2B blueprint is very necessarily, and it's very important. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So once it's done, then the third stage called the realization.
Yeah.
In realization stage, what we do is, in this stage, we realize, okay, now everything is done. Now we are into phase like how many consultants we want.
Okay. Yeah.
To configure, to implement this. Okay. What should be the onshore offshore ratio?
Okay. Yeah.
How many technical consultant, how many functional, how many time specialists, how many payroll specialists we need, and who going to be in on-site, who going to be in offshore, and all those stuff.
Okay.
One minute. Yeah. Hello? Oh, great. Okay. So, sorry. So what happened? Then realization phase, we just fix them, how many we want, what you want, and based on that, we hire employees. Okay.
Okay.
Either internal employee, we take them on board, we take them in the project, we tag them into a project, or if we need to hire from outside, the company start hiring outside, and then we take them on project.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
That is a realization stage. And from this stage, even the work also done. Like when you hire someone, not only hire someone, assign him work, and he started work into it. Okay. So actual work is start from realization stage. So when we join a project, we join from this.
Okay, realization stage.
We join from realization stage.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what happened? The fourth is called final preparation.
Okay.
In final preparation, what we do is we just purely here configuration. We do the configuration, then your unit test, then your UAT, and then your approval, and then your prod move. The changes will move into prod, right? So again, configuration, we do it in sandbox, then we do the unit test, then we do the UAT, and then it approved by the client, and then it moves to production tenant.
Okay.
But the production tenant still not live. It's non-live system.
Okay.
In implementation, this is non-live. Nothing is live. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what happened? The fifth stage is finally go live and support.
Okay. So when you say approval after user acceptance testing at the fourth point, is that the client approval?
Yeah, that's a client approval.
Okay, got it.
So client will do the UAT and then client will say approve. Okay, move into prod.
It's good to go.
Yeah. Then we'll move into prod.
Okay.
Now the fifth stage is go live. So everything in prod now.
Okay.
In final preparation, all the changes into prod, but the system is not live yet. Okay. So in fifth stage, what we do is we live the system. So one fine day, client says, okay, we're going to live on, let us say, from 1st October.
Yeah, they do it.
Okay. So from that day, client is going to use Workday system and they're going to leave whatever the legacy system they were using.
Okay. Legacy is the system which they left. Could be a manual system or whatever the old system.
Whatever it is. So they are not going to use anymore. They're going to use Workday.
Yeah. Got it.
So from that day, we live the system. And when we take any implementation project, right, as we implementation going to take like, let us take 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is. So once it's live, still we normally give 1 or 2 months of support.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe after live, there will be many small issues they can encounter. So that we'll solve it or we'll rectify that. Even we will stay with the client so that even client having any issue to understand or to improve the system, we can help them.
Yeah.
That is mandatorily normally we do support. This is not the AMS support. This is a normal hypercare. This is we call hypercare.
Hypercare. Yeah.
This support we call hypercare.
Yeah. So what is the full form of AML?
AMS is again, AMS is support and maintenance.
Okay.
But maybe you can Google it in what is AMS.
Yeah, that's okay. Not a problem. I just asked you. That's okay. I can Google it anytime. That's not a problem.
So once it's gone into support and maintenance, so once it's done, so your implementation is done here. It's end of your implementation. Then again, it goes to AMS project.
Okay.
Now the AMS project, who going to take is the same implementer partner going to take the AMS or some other company going to take the AMS. It totally depends on the client because they again do the bidding and all other stuff, and then whoever going to do it in a cheaper cost and better process, they will do it.
Okay, they support after once it goes live. Yeah.
Fine.
Got it.
So either we can work on this project or we can work on this project.
Okay, got it. Okay, so as a support and maintenance guy, I can work on the project which you have implemented, or it could be a new project for me. Somebody has implemented.
True.
Right?
True.
Okay, got it, sir.
And as a consultant in support and maintenance, our role will be handling day-to-day issues what client is facing. If anything required a production change, we'll do that. Not only for issue production change. Let us take one client is already live. Okay, Google is already using Workday from last 2 years. Now they want some new things to be implemented in Workday.
Okay.
Maybe some time off. They want to create another time off. They want to
Okay.
create another compensation for another allowance plan or another one-time payment they want to introduce.
Okay.
Okay. So for those activities, they are not going for again implementation, right?
Yes.
So that
No.
is called maintenance or enhancement.
Okay. Got it.
That is enhancement. Now enhancement are part of AMS project only.
Okay.
So those new things are called enhancement. Okay, when you are implementing a new functionality in a existing
Work.
client, that is
Yeah.
called enhancement. When you are existing functionality, you are doing some improvement, that is
That
called
is
maintenance.
maintenance. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
So clear about your roles and responsibility in the MS and in implementation.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Now let us see what all things we have. You have written all those stuff, right?
Yeah. I've written it.
Should I remove it?
Just a moment, sir. Do the configuration interesting client approval. Yeah, you can take it off. Thank you.
So normally in AMS, what you have enhancement, you have maintenance,
Okay.
and you have day-to-day support. These three activity we have in AMS.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us come how implementation take place, or any client, how the client, what all things we need to do. Okay. So what happen is, see, there are certain thing mandatorily we require to do is, like you already have knows, like location.
Yeah.
So create location.
Okay. This is when we are doing the implementation, right?
Yeah. Even in
Yeah.
AMS also you might have to create a location.
As an additional, as an enhancement or additional
As an
function.
enhancement, as a maintenance activity also, you may
Okay.
require to create a location.
Okay.
Okay. Then supervisory organization.
Okay.
So you have that concept, right? So what role organization we have in Workday and all.
Yeah, like supervisory, create supervisory org, we create it.
So different kind of organization type we have in Workday, which is
Okay.
supervisory org, then company hierarchy, cost center hierarchy, region hierarchy, okay, location hierarchy. These all are different kind of organization type we have into Workday, and
Okay.
different organization used for different purposes. But supervisory org among all is the most important, because in supervisory only we create position.
Yeah, under supervisory org, we create position. Yeah.
Create position and we hire employee into it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Now when we hire employee, so now supervisory needs to have a location. That's the reason location is a very important part here. First we
Yeah.
create location, then we create supervisory, then we create position into that supervisory, then we hire employee into that position.
Yeah.
Fine. Now when we hire employee into that position, we require compensation to propose for that employee.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, if you hire into an organization, definitely you will be agreed upon certain salary, right? So that is
Yes.
your compensation will be
Yeah.
proposed at the time of your hiring. So they
Yeah.
will, whatever you are mutually agreed on or you are signed off, they will just assign it to you on your employee data.
Yeah. Sir, no, the implementation which is doing, you're doing this hire thing, right? Hire. I mean, this module is hire of recruitment, right? Or recruitment or
Yeah,
hire.
this is stuffing. This is what we call stuffing.
Okay, staffing. Okay.
So let us take one employee. This is Workday 29 screen. They did it a little different way.
Okay.
Okay, so this is, let us take this is the compensation. Okay, so whenever someone is getting hired or hired into organization, he will be whatever all the salaries he or she is agreed upon that will get assigned. Okay,
Okay.
so that their payroll process will be done and they will get those salaries.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now, what happened? Compensation, then the security group
Okay.
or role assignment
Okay.
will take place. The
Okay.
security part is, now we will come into it slowly. We will see individual like compensation, then security, okay, all those areas.
Yeah.
Then the time management, which is we call time managements are break into two parts here. One is called absence, and another part is called time tracking.
Okay. So these are both related to time manager. Okay.
Yeah, both are time management.
Absence.
So here in Workday, they break into two parts. One is absence, another is time tracking. Absence is nothing but, here in absence, we have time off,
Okay.
we have leave.
Okay.
This is absence.
Okay.
And time tracking is nothing but your in out. You
Yeah.
track your time, what time you're coming in and what time you're going out.
Okay.
Your daily attendance, that is time tracking.
Okay.
That get tracked through time tracking, and your leave, like your time off and leave, are goes through absence.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what we have is payroll.
Yeah.
So based on this, the compensation assigned to you,
Yeah.
how many days you are absent, how many days you have taken leave in that particular month, maybe it's a paid leave, unpaid leave, or whatever it is, that will get
Yeah.
calculated. Your attendance absence should get calculated, and then it will go to payroll system, and
Okay.
then you will get pay. The
Okay.
payroll run and you will get pay.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
So this is the system. Now the security involved in this, based on security, is based on a role. So let us take, you join as a manager to organization. If you join as a manager to your organization, then what happened, based on your role, what role activity or role you have to perform into that organization, the workday role will get assigned to you. Now let us take, you are my manager. Okay.
Okay.
So if you are my manager, you have to have certain access to see my data.
Yes.
You have to have access to approve my requests. Now I
Yeah.
am going for 1 day time off.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will raise a time off request. It will go to you for your approval. As a manager, you should have that access so that you can
Yeah.
approve my leave.
Yes. Exactly.
Fine. So this security here works here that way. Based
Yeah.
on employees' roles, responsibility, position, the roles will be assigned to you, and that based on that role, security will be given, so that what role things you can see, what role things you cannot see, that will be monitored or restricted through security.
Yeah.
Fine?
Yeah.
Clear so far?
Yeah.
Now
Let's
let me.
say, for example, managers, I mean, when I was working, the managers had manager self surveys and employee self surveys. But whenever we used to initiate any transaction like transfer or promotion, it used to go to manager for an approval.
Sure.
Or sometimes it used to go manager plus one. In some
Manager?
scenarios, plus one.
Yeah, manager's manager.
Yeah, that is manager's manager. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that
got
can
it.
be.
I mean,
That is like in
so,
business process, right? How they want that workflow to be triggered.
yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now
basically
it can be
security.
like, whenever I request for a leave, it will go to my manager and manager's manager.
Yeah.
My first level manager and my second level manager. It can
Yeah.
be.
Sir, let's say, for example, if a manager, I know for a manager, there will be a role assigned as a security. I mean, a security role will be assigned where he would be able to initiate transactions for the employees who are under his supervisory org, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So that's a part of security group which can assign roles
Yeah.
to.
So that is only the security, not only approval. In security, those everything has to be there, right? Some
Yeah.
of the business process, the manager will have the initiation access. Now let us say you are my manager.
Okay.
Now end of the year, you name. I am asking you, hey, give me some hike here, give me bad movement, give me promotions.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely, I cannot request my own promotion.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
I can
common.
request my time off. I can
Yeah,
request my leave, but I can request my pay hike.
yeah, I got it.
That has to be initiated by manager, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
So their manager will have access to initiate it, not the employee.
yeah, I got it, sir. I mean, I got it actually. I was just clarifying. I know I was clear what you were trying to tell me. Yeah.
So this way it will work. Now
Okay.
let me know if you have any questions.
No, security group compensation. We assign the compensation, then give the roles absences. Yeah, I'm clear until here. Payroll and pay. Yeah.
Now what let us do is let us go to see. So
This is a
you
tenant.
want me to show some configuration like basic how it works, or you want me to go through? Okay, let us go through this one easily. Just simply we will create something. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened? Let us go to compensation. The organization part are clear, right? You have worked on it. I think it's
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So let us go to create some compensation part.
Okay.
So what happened? How we create a compensation? So compensation, what happened? Okay, we will need to create first compensation eligibility rule. Okay. Or
Okay.
you want me to work from location itself?
Yeah, from location it will be more clarity. I mean, it will give me
Okay.
more clarity.
So in Workday, what to do? Let us go to create location.
Okay. This is a tenant screen, right, sir?
Yeah. Okay. A
Okay.
few more things you need to know. This is not related to that technicality, but still, as you have worked on Workday, you're going to show them. You're going to tell them you worked on Workday. You have to know certain things. Things is Workday provide a community and a LMS access.
Okay.
Okay, for all certified candidates, Workday provide a community access and learning portal access. Okay,
Okay.
so community access is nothing but it's a Workday community. It's kind of a bloggers. Okay, so you can get into that. The Workday going to give you your ID password once you have Workday certified or you are a Workday client. Workday will give you ID passwords, so you can log into it. You can look for any issues. If there is any issue you are facing, you can go into it. You can put that into that community so that across the globe, other consultant can help you to resolve it. Okay. Or
Yeah.
you may find the same issue faced by any other client. So their solution also given so that you can take it as reference and you can solve yours.
Yes.
Fine.
Got it.
This is the
Yeah.
purpose of community. Now, what happened if let us take any issue you were facing and it you look like it's a workday issue? Okay, this is
Yeah.
not a configuration issue, it's a workday issue. What you'll do, you will create a ticket in Workday. That has
Okay.
to be in the community.
Okay.
Okay, Workday community, there you will going to create a ticket. Once you do that, Workday will look into it and then Workday will suggest you how to solve it. If
Yeah.
Workday says no, this is a bug from Workday and it's required a change, code change, or it required a changes overall, okay, then what they do is they will put that item as an idea into community.
Okay.
It's kind of a jamming, okay. So what happened? Other client also need to vote on it.
Okay.
When the other
Yeah.
client vote for it, so vote for it in the sense other client are facing same issue or not. That's the reason they put it as an idea.
Okay.
Okay. If other clients also say, yeah, we are also facing the issue, so rectify it, solve it. So based on that voting, how much vote they got, based on that, Workday will take that as action and immediately they're going to fix that into the tenant.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it,
That is
sir.
the process.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
process. Sir, let's say, sorry, I was about to ask you something. So let's say, I mean, if we feel that something is wrong with Workday, then we create a ticket in Workday, right? And
Yeah.
let's say if Workday finds is genuine, they would put it as an idea. And if they find more errors for a similar problem, then they would bring a solution to it, right?
Yeah. They will say.
And yeah, and when they and in case if they find it, no, that's not a Workday problem, they'll say, hey man, this is a bug and you need to resolve it. So
Yeah, in that case also they will tell you what is the issue for and how you can solve it.
oh, okay, even they give you the solution too. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there also they will suggest you, okay, this is the issue with maybe your some eligibility rule or some condition. So you can look for this condition. There's something weird into. So definitely then required to research all those areas.
Okay. And all this happens in the Workday community.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it.
that is in working community.
Yeah.
So let us give a location name. Okay, so let us give it call Delhi. Okay.
Okay. Are you from Delhi, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you are just putting a location name, okay, and the location usage type. So it is location usage type means it is business site or office or it's like go down or what kind of it is. So you can select. So majority cases it should be business site. Okay, only in business site we can hire employee. So it should be business site. Now the location details you'll be putting it here. The location type. So what type of location? It's a building, it's a cubicle, it's an office, it's a local office, it's a headquarter, or blah blah blah. So let us put it as office.
Yeah.
Now location attributes, if any, you can put it. Supervisory location, if any, you can put it. So all these documents, if required, you can put it. Then the contact information. Here you require to put contact information, address, which is mandatory. You have to put it.
Okay.
So from when the location is available. So let us take 01011900. It's available. Country. Let us take as India. Then the address. So let us take city and the postal code. Just I'm putting something, okay?
Yeah, anything is good.
And one of the address, you can have more than one address for one single location, but one at least as a primary location, as a primary address. So one location should have one primary address and can have more than one additional address. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Then you go to third tab called business site. Now in this tab, you have to put the time profile. So time profile, let us take in India, we work for 40 hours. Okay. So put it standard 40. So this is what happened. This is nothing but your standard work schedule. So the people working or going to join in this location have to work 40 hours per week.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are trying to create a location, right? Yeah.
Okay. Then you put it English, whatever it is, your time zone. So you can put the time zone as per India time zone. India Standard Time, Colombo.
I think, yeah, even Kolkata.
Okay. Now language, whatever it is,
Anything.
based on the
Yeah.
country system, will take the language because here we have given the local English, right? So it will take the language as English. Okay. The currency field is not enabled. Okay. So automatically based on the country. Okay.
Okay.
See the country here is United States. So it will take USD. You have to change it to.
Yeah.
Now, based on the country, system will take the currency automatically.
Okay.
Fine. INR. But if you want to change it from INR to something else, let us take the country has to be India, but I want to do it for USD.
Okay.
So what happened? The currency options is not enabled. So it automatically system will take INR. If you want to change into USD, then you can do this one, location default currency override. Here, if you put USD, then automatically, no matter the country belongs to like INR, but still it will override to USD.
Yeah.
Okay, in such case only we use this one, or else normally currency will take it.
Okay, no problem. Got it.
So this is the location we created. Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
So here you have that contact information. What you have done, you have it's a business site specific data. See INR, it's taken automatically.
Yeah.
Additional data, if any, you can put it here and allowed organization. So right now this location do not have any linked with any other organization type. That's the reason it shows as blank. But again, once you create a supervisory org and link that location with your supervisory and other organization, automatically it will show it.
Okay, got it.
Now we can create supervisory org. So how long you were in Canada?
It's been almost 2.5 years. 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how you're finding Canada is good?
Yeah, it's good actually, but the job market is not that great. But yeah, it's good actually. Winters are bad about the weather, but rest people, everything is really good. People, government, benefits, everything are good.
Mm-hmm. So people are good, huh?
Yeah, people are really good. Compared to US, they're good.
US is crap. Man.
Yeah, I know it's crap, and here people are really friendly and they're like polite.
But the winter is very chill,
Yeah,
right?
winter is very harsh. The weather could go up to minus 30.
So what you normally do in winter? You can't go out.
We actually go out. I mean, we go out, we hang out, we go to shisha parlors, hookah, you know, right? I mean, hookah.
Mm-hmm.
We do hookah and yeah, we hang out actually.
Okay. Now, we are creating a supervisory org. Here you put the organization name. So let us take Google is organization. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a Google Corporation Limited. Okay. Now here we are putting the subtype. It's company.
Okay.
And visibility. Who can view this? Let us take everyone.
Okay.
And the primary location. See, this is a mandatory field. If we put it Delhi, it will come up.
Yeah.
However, it has many Delhi.
Yeah.
This one is ours.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can put it. So here one option. These options are, see, here what you have, include organization ID in name. So if I click here, what happens? Whenever you create an organization, right, there will be one alphanumerical organization ID will get created automatically.
Okay.
Okay. That ID, if you want to see that ID name next to your organization name, okay, in the output, then you can click it here. It will automatically come next to your organization name, that alphanumerical ID. If
like
you don't
example, A1 or anything, example,
whatever.
just alphanumeric. Yeah.
So if you want to give a code like G01.
Okay.
Now this ID, this code, if you want to see next to your organization name, then you click it here, include the code in name.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't want, just remove it. Now, if you want to click this one, then what happened? They include the manager leader name. So whoever going to manage or head of the department of this particular organization, and his or her name will come next to that organization.
Okay.
So normally we enable this one, manager's name.
Yeah.
Now there are two staffing model we have. Now staffing model here used for different purposes. if you want position-based organization, each and every position will be proper restrictions, and they will have like for example, you are going to hire some Workday consultant. Okay? Like
Okay.
you going to hire in some organization as Workday consultant. So your position will be in position management based,
Okay.
because your position has a proper restrictions. You have to, there are certain requirements, right? So you have to have certain education, you have to have certain years of experience, you have to know certain languages. So these are other restrictions for the position.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that are go through position management. Now, if
Okay.
you want to go for a job management, then even in job management also the job can have restrictions. But in that job, you can hire one employee, you can have more than one employee. You can have 1
Yeah.
lakh employee into a single job. But in
Yeah.
position management, you can hire only one employee into one position.
Okay. Got it.
So campusing, hiring and all we do through job management. But
Okay.
lateral hire we do through position management.
Yeah. Got it.
Now this is our organization created.
Okay.
Fine. Now members are zero. Right now no one is hired, so no, we don't have any position also. So if you look into the staffing, it says only position management, no position is shown here. So what we can do is we'll go here, related action of the organization,
Okay.
staffing,
Okay.
and then we can create a position.
Okay.
If we go to create a position, so position, requisition, reason. So what you have created position requisition already before. So that is a separate process altogether. You can create a requisition, then you, from requisition you can create a position.
Yeah.
And here directly you can create a position. You don't require that requisition.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So both are same process, but there you require a requisition, then position. Here directly without requisition you can create a position.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
So we can put a CEO, position available date from when you want that position to be available. So these
Yeah.
all are again the same, okay?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
So you live there with your family? Are you married?
No, I'm single actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The same location we're going to use what we created, okay?
Okay.
Now the time type is a full-time employee. The position is full-time or what? Worker type is an employee or
Employee.
contingent worker. Contingent worker or the contractor.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it is full-time, what kind of full-time? It's regular or it's fixed term.
Yeah.
And then click on submit. See the difference here. Once you see that submit, that means it's a business process.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in location, we didn't see that submit, right? There was okay, only okay button. That means that was individual task. It was not a business process.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the position. Okay,
Okay.
so it says like 12, right? 12/9. So tomorrow, like today is already again in US also, but tomorrow it will come to our stuffing here.
Okay.
Then we can hire employee into that particular position.
Yeah.
Right. I believe you already know these all are worklets and all.
Yeah. Worklets.
Okay. Now, what we can do is let us go through a compensation.
Okay.
So in compensation, what we have, so compensation works in this way. First, you need to create a eligibility rule. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have to have different plans, salary plans, allowance plans in the compensation. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're going to create a compensation package. So let us create, first we'll go to create com eligibility rule. This is the first one, compensation eligibility rule. Okay.
Okay.
So let us take here, we will give the eligibility all regular employee.
Okay.
The source field, let us take employee type.
Okay.
These all you require little logic. So when you start working into it, it will be clear to you.
Okay. So this is called source type, right? I mean, source.
Yeah. Source field actually you need. So here we have.
Sir, is this question asked in the interview? I mean, are there any chances they ask you, like,
Yeah, they can.
like, how do they ask it? I mean, if they ask.
They will tell you, let's have, I need to create eligibility rule, okay? So let me give you a scenario. I have an organization called ABCD and that exists in UK. Okay. Now I need to create one allowance plan for all the employee exist in that organization. So what kind of eligibility you will going to create? Can you tell me what should be the eligibility rule?
The eligibility rule?
Yeah, what should be the eligibility rule? One
All
allowance plan
regular
for
employees.
a specific organization and all employee will be eligible for that allowance plan. So what eligibility it should be?
One allowance plan?
Yeah, so you have the scenario here. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, first we understand the question.
Okay.
We have one organization in UK.
Okay. One
All
organization.
the employee belongs to only that specific organization
Okay.
will have access to a allowance plan
Okay.
or a one-time payment plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to create eligibility rule. Then only those employees will have
Yeah.
right? Or else everyone will have the eligibility.
Yeah.
So what should be the eligibility rule? What are you going to create?
All regular employees or all full-time employees,
Okay, so if you create all regular or full-time employee, then let us take, I have in UK, I have 3 organizations.
Okay.
In US, I have organization. In Australia, I have, and in India, I have. If you put all regular employee or all full-time employee, then all the employee belongs to different countries. Everyone should be eligible to it.
Okay.
But I need only specific organization employee.
Then I think I would put external field as UK or something like that.
No, in that case, what happened? If it is that, then here the source field should be organization.
Okay.
Supervisory org, and you will put only that organization name.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. But description would be the all regular employees, right?
Yeah, description can be all regular with organization name.
Okay. And source field will be?
Supervisory org. So that is only I'm looking for. Hold on.
Hello. Okay, source field would be that supervisory org, right?
Exactly.
Got it.
Supervisory organization.
Yeah.
Any in the selection list?
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
And for compensation, definitely regular employees are eligible. Only
Yeah.
employees are eligible, not a contingent worker.
Yeah.
So
Contingent workers are not allowed.
worker type. So we have two worker type. One is contingent
Regular.
worker, one is
Yeah.
employee.
One. Yeah.
So that's
Employee.
the reason the source field has to be worker type.
Yeah.
Regular employee. Okay.
Okay.
So you can write down this description and yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So you want me to write this source, external field, and
Yeah,
all
if you
this?
want, you can.
Yeah. Hello.
Just 1 minute, huh? Just give me 1 minute.
No problem.
Hey, sorry guys, I was in a call. There was a call. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. So you have noted that?
Yeah.
Stand by. Okay. So this is your eligibility rule, what we create for compensation. Okay. Then what we require to do is we need to create salary plan.
Okay.
So go to create salary plan.
Okay.
You did save from when you want to see that salary plan. So let us put it 01/01/1900.
Okay.
And here you can put the plan name, base salary. The eligibility, what we have created, you can put that.
What's that?
What was the eligibility rule you created?
Sorry.
What was the eligibility rule name? Remember? Yeah,
All regular employees. Yeah.
that's the one. Okay. And when you create, you add them in, tie them with the compensation element. Done. This is your salary plan created. The same way, you're going to create your allowance plan. So the interview, what you have, it's for Workday consultant or it's for again end user?
It's a functional consultant role.
Okay.
Sir, I just wanted to know what is it. I know we are creating all this. So I mean, after creating this, what is the task actually? Like,
So once you create this, okay, so what happened in higher business process, you will add a step called proposed compensation.
okay.
So whenever you're going to hire someone, okay,
Okay.
so they going to like that step going to get defaulted. So they automatically will get facilitated with that compensation plan and allowance plan and all those stuff based on that eligibility rule.
Okay.
Am I able to clear it?
Yeah.
So you want me to create, or we'll just discuss how to do it and what role do it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, now is that I think we almost completed it. Once we complete this, then later topics maybe we can discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let us take this one as your HRA.
But they don't go this deep, right, sir? I mean, when they're taking the interview.
What?
I mean, do they go this deep when they're taking the interview? I mean, do they ask all these things? No, right? I mean, not this deep, right?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
If, that's why I ask you, like if they're going to take you as a consultant, then they need to know, right? So how much work you know.
Okay. Got it.
Because from consultant perspective, you have to work on this, right?
Yeah.
You have to create all those allowance plans and eligibility issues you have to fix, and also if you don't know how to do it, where to do it, where to change it, then
Yeah.
that will be a problem. So these people will ask you this.
Yeah.
But normally, again, in like what I have seen in abroad, like these people, their interview will be much lenient than what interview
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
face.
I know.
The
Yeah. What?
interview in India.
Yeah. Interview. It's different. A bit different, actually.
Because they more concentrate on the process, how you know the process you know or not. They more concentrate on that, what kind of issue you're facing, how you do it. So process oriented. But in India specifically, the technical interviews are indeed technical. They
Yeah.
ask you detailed technicality, all those stuff. So maybe there you may not come across with this indeed, like what to
No,
create, how to
but
create.
it's anyways good to know. Even in real time, if I go, then probably
True,
I
true,
should know actually. Yeah.
true. And Canada, I don't know, but in US, definitely these people get into the details. Like in India, they get into the details. In US also, they get into the details.
Okay. Is it? Yeah.
Okay, so we have one alarms plan, we have one salary plan. Now what we have to do is we have to create, but I think right now much deeper is not required.
Since how long you're in this functional role, sir?
I'm in Workday from last 7 years.
Okay. How you like it so far?
It's good, man. It's good. Before that, I was in SAP, but I think
Okay.
it's
Okay.
much better than SAP.
Yeah, actually. I mean, when they ask, if you say this, it's okay, right? I mean, we don't have to really get into the details, right? I mean, when they ask, we can say that we create compensation and then we create
Yeah. That's
a
fine.
launch plan. That should be fine, right? Not all the details, all these things.
No. It's not required. Only this much will do. So you just need to know the process, like what are all
Yeah.
things you require to
Yeah.
create a compensation. They
Yeah.
might ask you like, have you created any compensation for any of your client? So
Yeah.
you can say, yeah, I have created. So these things required. You require eligibility rule. Or they can say, okay, what is the compensation package? And
Okay.
what are all things consist of a compensation package. So you can say,
Okay.
okay, there is an eligibility rule, there is a salary plan, there is a allowance plan, then compensation grade. All together, we create a compensation package.
Okay. Yeah.
So detail what was there in that package and all, that is not
Nobody
required.
will ask. Yeah. Yeah. That will not be asked.
So this is the compensation package, okay? So
Yeah.
what we required here is, see, we adding that eligibility, okay? Now, see here we have grade.
Yeah.
The
Which we
grade
have
we
already
just
created.
created. So we add that salary grade.
Yeah.
Then here we will add salary plan and HR plan. Fine.
Yeah.
So this is the compensation package. Now, whenever you hire someone, if
Okay.
he or she get hires are matching with this eligibility, they will get facilitated with this grade.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
With this grade, they will eligible for this grade. They will get these plans, these two plans they will get. And then you have to manually put the salaries, values and all, because for all employees it won't be the same. So
Yeah.
the value won't be get defaulted. You have to put
Yeah.
this value. But the plan should get defaulted.
Yeah.
Fine so far?
Yeah. Looks good.
So this is the compensation part. Now absence and time tracking. Absence are, as I said, it's for individual time off. So let us take, I'm going for a 1 day off. Then that has to be configured as an absence.
So this compensation is nothing but the payroll, right?
Which one?
The one which we are doing right now, it's nothing but
Yeah,
the payroll, right?
yeah.
This is also called payroll.
This is also part. This is called compensation, but it's a part of payroll.
Okay.
This is the basic things of the payroll, because until and unless you have a compensation, you cannot run the payroll.
Yeah. Let's say if they ask me, did you work in payroll? Then I can say them that, yeah, I was a part
Yeah,
of compensation package. I know about the
yeah.
compensation package, and we
True,
create
true,
eligibility rule, then create a salary plan, then a launch plan.
true, true. I can.
So this is time off now.
Yeah. Now this is time off. Time off. What we have. This is a part of absence. Okay. So we create individual time off plans. So I'll
Okay.
just not creating it. I'm showing it. So this is a time off plan. Australia annual leave. Okay. Now, when you create the time off plan, so what all things it has? It will be having like it can be tracked the balance or not. Then when the time off balance period starts, it's annually or it's anniversary balance period or whatever it is. So here it says anniversary.
Okay.
Okay. So anniversary start date. So from anniversary start date plus 1 year or 1 day or whatever it is. So anniversary means when you join the company. From
Okay.
that date it will be. So it will be your hire date. So based on your hire date, it will be triggered. Okay. Then who all are eligible in the for balance, or who all are eligible for this particular time off. So here you will be having that eligibility rule assigned into it. So employees are eligible. So worker, if the company is Australia as per period end date, PD date is period end date, and
Sorry,
worker
can I
employee
write
type
it
is
down if
regular,
you don't mind?
they are eligible.
Can I write it down if it's okay?
Sorry?
Can I write it down if it's
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want to write, right?
Name, annual leave, category, absence. So we go to eligibility and set the eligibility rule here. I mean,
Yeah, we create the eligibility and then we add it here.
okay.
Same way you can create the time off eligibility rule, create that we create for compensation. The same way
Yeah,
you will
same
create,
way, right? Yeah.
create time off eligibility rule and you can add it here. That's
So
all.
what is this? A workers' company is equal to Australia as of P date.
So this is what happened, that all the employee PE date is period end date.
Period. PEARED.
This one PE date, right?
Yeah.
Period end date.
Period end. Okay.
Okay. So period ended means, let us say, whenever I will get eligible for that time off till the date, the end date, till that date, if I am an employee of Australian company, then
Okay.
I will see here it says the compensation over it exists. See, the company is Australia. If
Yeah.
I belongs to this supervisory org, then I will be eligible for this time off. And if I am a regular employee, then I will be
Okay.
eligible for this time off.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
See here, P date, you'll see this. Employee type as a period end date.
Yeah.
So that is
Got
in
it.
short, we write PE.
Yeah.
Period start date if it is PS date. Now, why they say period end date? Because somewhere it should be end of period. That's the reason is period end date. So what happens here is a balance based on period end date.
Yeah.
So that means what happened, let us take, if it is every month, I should get 2 days of leave in my account. Okay. I will accrue 2 days every month. If I work for a month, I will get 2 days in my account leave. I will earn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened, if it is period end date, then end of the month, it will be accounted in my account. But it will be like I
Yeah.
will get that, I will earn that end of the month. If it is
Yeah.
period start date calculation, then if it is
As soon
1st
as the
October,
month
I will
starts.
get it.
Yeah.
But if it is end, then on the 30th or 31st of October, I will get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine. Now there is some calculations. Now the calculation, it says like time off unit is a days or is hourly. Like the
Okay.
time off is days or hourly time off. That is the
Okay.
day, unit, time, and okay. That period schedule is a monthly or is weekly. So it says monthly, that means monthly they will get. If it is
Yeah.
weekly, then here the period schedule should be weekly. So every week they will get that leave in their account. If it
Yeah.
is annually, then the period schedule should be annually. Then every annual they will get in their account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Now accrual frequency method, start of the period. Okay. So if it is the start of the period, then what I said is like first every month, first of the month, you will get accounted in your account. The leave will get stored in your account every first of the month because start of the period. If it is end of the period, then every month end you will get that leave in your account.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Balance the lower limit 0, upper limit you can fix it like employee can have maximum 20 days leave in his account. If it is more than 20, the extra leave will get expired. So
Who
you
will
can
who
put
will
the
who will
maximum.
configure all this, sir? The functional consultant.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then accrual. So accrual says how that leave will get accrued. Indeed. Okay. So here it says the accrual is a different policy. Leave accrual we have to create. So here, because these things require time, man. Then calculation. Here are calculations are there, like how it get calculated, how many will get calculated, and all the stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, just an overview. Yeah, that
Hmm.
should be fine
Yeah.
actually.
And then here you have time off. So every time off plan should be linked with one time off. So first we create the time off, then we create a time off plan, and the plan get assigned to individual employee. Okay. And
Sorry,
once you see any
sorry to
of the
interrupt. Every time of plan is linked to what?
one time off.
Okay. Every time off.
See, this is the time off plan, the absence plans,
Okay.
AK test, then all this. These all are the time off. Okay. Unit in days, how many year balance, till date, what is the balance, and all those shows in this way.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah. Time off all this shit. Yeah.
And time tracking is whenever this is a time off, you create, and then based on eligibility, employee will get it. And it automatically employee will get it based on the eligibility, and they can use it. Whenever they want, they can request for time off. Now, request
Okay.
time off is a business process. And time tracking is they can enter their time. So when they enter their time, so time tracking you have to create, like they're going to book in which project hours or some what regular hours or whatever hours they want to book it every day. So Monday to Friday, every day they will book one day, one hour, sorry, 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever the hours they want. They're going to book. It's just your attendance. See, enter time. It
Yeah.
is your attendance.
Okay. So the employees do it every day, or is it like weekly based,
Yeah,
or?
in such case, employee don't do every day. Employee do it on weekly once.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So here individually you just put it. So weekly times or whatever. So Monday 8 hours, then Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, each day
Yeah.
8 hours, 8
Yes.
hours, 8 hours till the Friday. So you can might be do it on every Friday or every Monday. You can put it for every day. That you can do. Even it can be linked with the terminal as well. So some company they have clock in, clock out, like punch machine and all, right?
Yeah.
So if there is a punch machine and those kind of, then that is definitely not Workday. But from there, it can be linked to a Workday, and Workday will there it's not called time tracking; it's a time sheet.
Yeah.
Then from
Time
that
sheet.
punch machine, it's come to Workday. It will be a time sheet.
Okay. Sir, there is also ADP e-timer, right? ADP e-time and all these things.
Yeah,
If you know it. I mean, it's not Workday, but yeah, my friend
yeah.
told
So
me.
that is again ADP time and here time tracking are same.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we are good now, right?
Yeah. Time tracking is good, I get. Guess.
Questions, if any?
So even for time tracking, as you told me, we create a eligibility rule, and then we
Yeah,
have we record time whenever we sign in, and we
true.
have period end date and period start date. Period start date, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, period start date is like the leaves gets accrued at the start of the month, and for period end date the leaves will get accrued at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, actually, do you know, I mean, what kind of challenges we face in real time situation in
See,
this
in
scenario?
real-time situation, challenges means there are different challenges based on a project. if you work on implementation, the challenges will be like your requirement is not pretty clear. Most of the cases, what happened, client wanted, they want whatever the changes they want, they normally don't understand what going to be the impact. Okay, so they said, I need this one. And then when you actually work on it and you like look into it, analyze it, and you tell them, okay, if you do this, then this is going to be impact, this will work in this way, then say, no, I don't need that. Okay, so in real time, what happened? The data, the communication, or that the requirement gathering, that's the more challenging in real time, like in implementation project specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. And in support project, what happened? Challenges means our client are not able to do this, day-to-day issues, and also again due to the issues, day-to-day issues, sometimes you also get blocked somewhere. Like you are not able to solve the issue. Maybe it's a Workday bug, or maybe it's not a Workday bug. Sometimes it happen in Workday, some process errors. Process error means, like for example, you have worked on this one, right? Job requisition. So normally what Workday suggests, do not copy a job requisition. Always create a fresh job requisition.
Yeah.
So sometimes what happens, client, they don't follow that. They copy job requisition, the same kind of just copy it from the existing and will change it. They copy it.
Yeah.
And once you copy a job requisition, then you process. Many cases, most of the cases, it goes successfully. There is no problem. But some of the cases, it give you some unwanted errors, and you cannot investigate, you cannot come to like a solution, like why this error come into it. So there's some weird error will show you. So those kind of are the blockers you face it in real time scenario and support.
Sir, like let's say if they are asking me in the interview, like what are the challenges you faced while doing well in this project, but to be honest, there are nothing challenges as such, right? I mean, it could be anything.
It could be anything, yeah. So take those examples like job requisition copy kind of issues. So then come across with some issues and make it, you have actually you worked on job requisition to tell them any issues. And then you say that like we investigated, but there was nothing, like the job profile was shown and the job requisition profile was not matching, but it should have been. Then what we discussed with many other consultants, we put it into community and all, then we get to know like, okay, this is, because of the job requisition they copied, it was landing up in an unwanted error. So
Sir, I have
normally,
one more thing in my mind. It's out of my experience. Usually what happens is when we create a requisition and position under a supervisory org, right, in Workday.
yeah.
And we send it to Talio. I mean, that's what we used to do for the hire process.
Okay.
So when we send it to Talio, in Talio, what recruiters do is they select a different job profile in Talio and send to Workday. Then that throws an integration error.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to figure it out what went wrong actually. Then we figure it out that, okay, the job profile is incorrect in Talio and Workday. So can we say these kind of, this example?
Yeah, this is a perfect one. You can say this
Perfect one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
So these all are, you can say.
Okay. Yeah. So I think, okay. So, because usually here, mostly they ask that. So what are the challenges and what's something which you faced, which you felt as a problem and you resolved it?
Mm-hmm. Say this one, then he said like recently when you communicate, right, tell them like recently I was facing one issue where manager was not able to hire an employee. So there was a validation rule in a business process saying that local termination region is mandatory, okay, but manager was not able to see that field, local termination region. So that's the reason he or she was not able to put it, and hire was not taking place. So that was the challenges, like that was the issue. Then initially we thought might be it's a security issue, but we checked it, the security. So when the thing is.
So can you repeat this actually, problem? I can write it down so that,
Yeah. So the problem is when any manager was trying to hire some employee.
When a manager is trying to hire some employee.
So local termination reason is a mandatory field.
Just a moment.
But manager was not able to select any local termination reason. Manager was not able to see the local termination reason field at all at the time of initiating hire.
Okay. So later, I mean, how did I resolve it? What should I say?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, whenever you describe any problem, right, describe it such a way it's a huge problem. See, as such in Workday, you will not find such problems.
Yeah.
But you tell them such a way, it's a huge problem. There was a huge escalation and problem going on. Then initially the field was not visible to the manager, right? So
Yeah.
when I tried, so you tell them when I tried, I was able to select that field when I was able to see that field.
Yeah.
But for that, when I do proxy as that manager, I'm not able to see that field. Like manager is not able to see that field.
Okay.
So initially we thought it's a security issue. Okay.
Okay.
So we tried to look into the security permissions. So security permissions was perfect. There was no issue. Other country manager was able to see it.
Okay.
Okay. So then what we look at, there is a maintain local termination reason task. Write it down. Maintain local termination reason. There is a
Okay.
task called maintain local termination reason. Okay. So
Okay.
there, country specific termination reason was not enabled for the managers.
Maintain local termination reason was
Not enabled for the manager.
okay.
So that was the issue they have done during the implementation.
Okay.
Okay, so we had to change that. We had to enable those reasons for the manager. Just there was a simple checkbox.
Yeah. So does it happen while trying to hire an employee? Does this reason shows while trying to hire an employee?
Yeah. Once you click them, it will be able to show you.
Okay.
See, I will show you.
Okay.
Able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So this is a task called maintain local termination reason. Okay.
Okay.
Able to see it, right?
Yeah.
So this is the local termination reason. So it's a country specific. Now let us take, if I put it any country, France. See here it says manager reason. These all are checked.
Okay.
So that means whenever manager is going to terminate someone, they can select local termination reason. Following other local termination reason, they can select.
Okay.
Now, if I don't check, if I unchecked it, what happened? Now,
That will not show
manager belongs to the France. If they're going to terminate someone, then they will not able to see these reasons.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was the issue.
Okay.
But you tell them like,
I'll repeat it. When a manager is trying to hire an employee, local termination reason is a mandatory field, and manager was unable to hire the employee.
yeah.
And we thought it's a security issue, but after checking all the things, we realized that the local termination reason was not enabled for the manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you just enabled it. Then you did it like through one change request, you did it.
Okay. And through change request, we did it.
Fine.
Through change request, we have done it?
Yeah, because it's a production change, right? So it has to be through a change request.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this was for time tracking, right?
No, this was for stuffing only, business process issues.
Yeah, this is a business process. And so what is actually the business process? I mean, is it a
Business
document?
process is nothing but it's a workflow. Now, let's see, very, very easy. If they ask you the same question, what is the business process? Okay, so you will say business process is nothing but a workflow. So what happened? So you'll tell this way, okay? So what happened? Let us take a very easy example. If I'm an employer, you are my manager. Now I need a single day off. So I will request for a time off.
Yeah.
Okay? So requesting time off, that means I'm triggering a workflow or a business process. It will
Okay.
go to my manager to you for your approval.
Yeah.
You will approve it or reject it, whatever it is. So this is a business process. This is the workflow. That's all.
Okay. No, my understanding was when I heard business process, I thought, when we're talking to the clients, when we gather their information on requirement gathering, we create a business process. That's what I have thought.
Yeah, that is different business process. That is process flow overall.
Okay.
But here, workflows are called business process as per the Workday terminology.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Hello.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So, any more questions you have?
No, that's what actually I wanted one kind of issue. This is one, and yeah, and so we did, sir. We did only compensation in payroll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to know the overflow. How many things or components are there in payroll actually?
See, the difference between compensation and payroll is compensation where you can have many components. It's based on a client. Okay, you can have different kind of allowances, one-time payment, recurring payment, and all. So those are individual components you can have. So these all are the called compensation. Whatever you are getting it, that is through a compensation. Whatever it get deducted from you, that goes to a payroll.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
let us take it to your old any of your pay slips. Just visualize it. So you have many components to get it, right?
Yeah.
Your total salary, your base salary, maybe your
Base
house rent
pay.
allowance, maybe your
Yeah.
phone bill reimbursement, your driver reimbursement, your petrol reimbursement,
Yeah.
your all the stuff. These components you get, that has to be processed through a compensation. Because in
Okay.
compensation, only virtual component we create that goes to total your, like, that add to your total.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you all earn earnings through your compensation. Now let us say the company will deduct your tax.
Okay.
Okay, it can be any kind of taxes, your location tax, your house tax, okay, like work location tax, house location tax, okay, then your maybe professional tax, whatever the taxes. Then if you have taken some loan from the company, that loan amount will get deducted, or
Yeah.
advance you have taken, that will deduct it. So these are deduction. Now you will be eligible for certain benefits, right?
Yeah.
Now the benefits will have deductions. This has to
Yeah.
be done through payroll.
Payroll.
Now benefits is a separate module altogether again. Now benefits module have a benefits add deduction altogether. So compensation, you see, what is the payroll? Payroll is nothing but end of the month, system will run your attendance, absence, and you're eligible for those, what amount or package you are eligible for. Then it will be like they will like structure it, or they will run your attendance absence. Based
Yeah.
on that, whatever the outcome will come, they will pay that value to you. This process called payroll.
Yeah.
Now, what you are eligible for, the component you are eligible for, that comes through your compensation.
Okay.
Then what all benefits you have the eligibility, that comes from your benefits. Now in benefits, there will be certain portion you pay and certain portion pay by your company,
Yeah.
right? The pay you do, that will be get deducted from your compensation amount, total amount.
Yes.
Okay, so that these calculation will be done in payroll.
Okay.
Okay, the taxes you eligible for, or you provide the taxes, deduct from your salary. However, where they're going to do it, that done in the payroll. That is called payroll.
Yeah. So yeah, so absence management is time off and then time in, as you've told me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and compensation management is related to payroll.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing which we did was, just a moment, so let me check my notes once. So absence management, payroll, and
The
time tracking.
absence is nothing but your time off and leave.
Okay.
Now let us say if I'm an employee.
Okay.
This week I need 2 days off.
Yeah.
That somehow has to be accountable, right?
Yeah.
That
Yes,
will,
sir. I mean, yeah. Yes, please go ahead. I'll ask you after your.
that will go to my absence.
Yeah.
That module. Now, what are all things I'm going to get paid in this month? That
Yeah.
comes from my compensation. Now, what are all benefits I'm eligible for, and if there is any deduction. So normally benefit deductions are done like yearly, or even it can be monthly also.
Okay.
Okay. So every month I want to deduct like 10 rupees, 10 rupees, 10 rupees, or whatever is $5, $10, or $1, $2, whatever. Or I can deduct it once in a month or twice in a year, whatever it is. Okay. So
Okay.
based on that selections, it will get deducted from my salary.
Okay.
And now these all calculations, somewhere it has to be. So how these calculations, so payroll actually do these calculations. Okay, you have 2 days absence. Now these are the paid absence, like time
Yeah.
off, paid time off. That means you get paid for those 2 days. So payroll will calculate, okay, give pay for 2 days. If it is unpaid, so system will not pay you. So deduct those amount from
Yeah.
your absence. So
Yeah.
those calculations are done in payroll. Then whatever your deduction, you got the earnings and everything, then they will check up with the time. If anything deducted, they will deduct. If anything paid, they will pay. Now they will go to tax. Total tax need to pay, they will pay it. They will cut it off from your total amount, and then they will give you the pay. That is the payroll.
Okay. No, sir, I got it. I mean, from the point you're telling me, trying to explain me, I've got it. But as a from a standpoint of a support or maintenance consultant, as you've told me. So, what is that we do in this? That's what I wanted to know, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do it means, see, these are all configuration if required that we do. Payroll run, we can't do anything much. So you just have to run the payroll, that's all. The calculations and all, it will be in the backend system only. So again, if they need some calculation need to be created or change or something, those changes we do.
Okay. So we see the requirements. I mean, we see the,
Yeah,
whatever the salary or requirements, whatever it is. So we do it accordingly, right?
true.
Okay, so now you tell me the bottom line is actually, I mean, I just wanted to ask you. So I cannot represent myself as a functional consultant. I mean, when I say functional consultant, I cannot tell them that I have done an implementation.
Yeah, you can represent yourself as a functional consultant. You say, I have not responsible for implementation project. I was part of that core team where I got those understanding and I have to work some of the beat and piece. Okay, but it was not single-handedly. And I have worked on full lead support project and enhancements.
Sorry, full what project?
Support project and enhancements.
Support projects and enhancements, like adding some functions or something like
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah. Creating new time off, creating new compensation plans, eligibility rules, business process, update of business process. Okay, all the stuff. Create new supervisory orgs, locations, all this process.
Okay. Sir, and one more thing, like when I was working with DuPont, I also created business process procedures, documents.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah, you
created
can say
those.
that. You can say that.
And I've also created like DTPs, desktop procedures, call center scripts for the HR shared services executives.
Mm-hmm.
Does that add value to it, or is it
Yeah,
okay?
true. Obviously, why not?
So That's what actually what they're looking is, they're looking for an employee who has like 1 year of experience in employee life cycle and have performed at least one implementation. That's it.
Yeah,
And they're not even asking the certification.
that's fine.
So do you think, I mean, is it possible for me to, or
Yeah, definitely it can be, no problem. But again, entirely depends on your interview, how you perform on that particular time.
Yeah, that is there. So I mean, that's all I wanted to know actually, how it works and how we can do it actually. So is there any other thing, do you think that,
No, I think this is more
all
than
the
enough.
modules are covered? I mean, do you think that whatever, I
No,
mean,
no, I think it's more than enough. Now, what you require is you just make some questions and be prepared yourself. Like if you come across with such questions, so what kind of, so you think it, what kind of questions, if you were taking the interview, what kind of questions you're going to ask for this particular role, and then look for answer of those questions. Make some good answers with the scenarios. Okay, so whenever they ask you some questions, right, I will suggest to you, jump into a scenario. Don't wait for them to ask you the scenario. If they tell you, okay, what kind of issue you face, you tell them, okay, recently I just faced that there was a higher business process, this was the issue, then job requisition, this was the issue, and we did it this way and all. Even that is I was stuck in that area, so we search in the community, we communicated with our employees, other consultants and all. So you just only keep telling it. So that help you a lot, because that way, the first thing, you can kill more time explaining your situation and your understanding that.
yeah.
And for the other person, for him it's much clear, like, okay, you have the process in out, you actually worked on the process, and you have a good understanding of the process.
Okay, sir, can I also tell this thing, like what was running in my mind is, when I was working with DuPont, I've showed that I have also went to US and implemented one project, right? So I'm trying to tell them in this way, when I was working at DuPont, I was a subject matter expertise. I mean, I got a chance to work closely with the Deloitte team during implementation. During
Yeah,
implementation time. So after becoming a subject matter, I mean, after that I became a SME. Then I've got a opportunity to then we tried to implement the same tool in US team, I mean for US DuPont. And then I got a chance to work as a in-house consultant for DuPont,
yeah,
and then went
yeah,
to US and implemented there as well. And that's
true,
when I've got exposure to all these things and worked
exactly.
closely with the Deloitte team, and that's when it has worked. So does it sound realistic,
Yeah,
or is
that
it
sounds great. Exactly, you have to say this way only.
realistic, right? I mean, it sounds okay, right? It's not
Yeah,
that,
yeah, it's not okay, it sounds great.
okay.
And it's practical, you can.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking
That
to
way you
say.
will save yourself, and additionally you will say you have exposure of working on not only one implementation but idea of many implementations as well, and that expertise also you have. So that's perfect.
That should be fine, right? And after that, then probably I'll say that I've worked with closely BP preparing BPPs and all these things. Then I moved there, and then it was a different thing. I can tell them all these things, right?
True, true.
Okay. So so sir, what do you think? It should be enough, right? I mean, just to
Yeah, yeah,
crack
that
this
is
interview.
fine. That is fine. Just the way you say it, right? The same thing, you create some stories. Make sure whenever you come across with those situations, you tell them nicely. That's
Okay.
all.
And sir, how long does the interview will be? I mean, just asking. I know it's not a.
That is not sure. It's totally depends on the interviewer, but you can take it. I don't know. See, in abroad, it's how much? Maximum 25 to 30 minutes, not more than that.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just have to kill the time by saying different things.
Yeah, and as if it is goes for a long time, right? So take it as a positive. If it
Okay.
is finished within 5-10 minutes, then it's maybe not the positive. If it go like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, it's a positive.
Okay. No, actually, they told me that it's a contract, so it's a 6 months contract. So I don't know what are the chances I have. I'm not sure, but yeah.
No problem, man. All the best. You will get it. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, then not a problem. Okay, so that's it, right, sir?
That's fine. And chalo, all the best.
Okay, sure. Then thank you so much for your help on
Thank-
this, and thank you for your session.
Yeah, no problem. And let me know once your interview is done. Let me know. Let me know the good news, huh?
Yeah, sure. What's your name is Raj, right?
Yep.
Okay, okay, Raj. Thank you so much for your time, and
Thank you.
thanks for the knowledge
Thank you.
sharing.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.